So hello real estate owners, I have a very good funnel for you with the help of which you can automate your lead nurture. So yes, I am also running a real estate agency and I have tried this for my own agency. What happens is that whenever I receive a new lead from Facebook, I automatically add the lead details into my Google Sheets and CRM. Not only this, I also send them an automated email and a WhatsApp message. Yes, you heard it right. And I do all of this even while I am sleeping. You must be wondering how. So I use Pabbly Connect to do all of this, and Pabbly Connect works in backend and do all this for my business while I can focus on the things which matter most. So yes, if you also want to create this amazing funnel which can nurture your leads even while you are sleeping, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's create this amazing automation. What we're going to do is we're going to add the leads into Google Sheets, our CRM. We're going to send an automated email towards our lead and a WhatsApp message. And yes, before we start and create this automation, I'll show you the proper working of this automation. So as you can see that I've entered all of these details, the name, the email, the phone and the rest of the details. Now let's submit this form. So once I submit this form, you're going to see automatically the lead details will be added in my Google Sheets. Let's open our CRM. I'm going to refresh this contacts page and I'm going to see a new contact in my CRM is created using the same lead details. Let's go back towards our Gmail and you can see we have received a new mail for this test lead. Now let's open our WhatsApp and you're going to see an automated WhatsApp message has been sent towards the test lead. So yes, all of this happened in backend and this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. What is going to happen is we're going to create a sales funnel to nurture our real estate leads. And to create this, we're going to use Pabbly Connect. So I have opened my workflow builder of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so how you can reach on this window. So if you are a new user, you're going to get the Pabbly Connect landing URL in the description box below. Go on that URL, sign up for free. You're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore Pabbly Connect and then log in your Pabbly Connect's account and come on this workflow builder. If you are an existing user, you have to directly log in inside Pabbly Connect, select your workflow builder and create a new workflow and you're going to come on this window. After coming on this window, you're going to get this trigger option. So this is the most important window of our automation because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button and now for the trigger application we have to select it as Facebook lead ads. So let's search for Facebook lead ads and select it. For the event we have to select it as new lead instant and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect, you have two options: add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already created this connection, you can go towards this select an existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and now we have to click on this connect with Facebook lead ads. And once we click on this connect with Facebook lead ads, it is asking me to select my Facebook account and click on this continue. So I have already logged in my Facebook account. That's the reason that it is directly asking me to select my Facebook account and click on this continue. But if you haven't logged in your Facebook account, first Pabbly is going to ask you to log in your Facebook account and then only going to get this option. Alright, so let's click on this continue. I'll suggest you that log in all your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. And with this, we have successfully created a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect. Now we have to select the page name. So as you can see, the name of my page is Prime Properties. So let's select Prime Properties and now for the lead gen form, I'm going to select the form for which I want to create this automation, which is lead ads form. So I want to create this automation only for a particular form. So I've selected the same. If you wish to create this automation for multiple forms, you can select all lead gen forms too. Alright, now we have to switch on this simple response button because we want to capture the response in a simpler format and click on this save and send test request. After we click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So in order to capture a webhook response, we have to open a new tab and search search for Meta for Developers and open the landing page of Meta for Developers. From here, we're going to go to this resources, developer tools, and then we have to scroll and look for lead ads R2 debug tool and open our lead ads testing tool. And yes, this is the tool using which we're going to create a test lead and capture this webhook response. This is the same tool using which I showed you in the real-time example, like how this automation is going to work. Alright, so now we have to select the page and the form over here. So as you can see, for the page, I'm going to select the same page and the form which we selected in our workflow. And after selecting both of this, we have to click on this button which says preview form. And now let's fill in this form. So let's say someone sees my ad on their Facebook page and they are interested and they fill in this lead gen form. So let's fill in this form. I'm going to select all the details right over here. For the budget, let's say I'm going to keep it as 5 million to 10 million. For the first name, I'm going to keep it as new, last name as lead. For the email, I'm going to keep it as new lead @pabblytunes.com. Now let's enter the rest of the details like the phone number. I'm going to keep the phone number as this. Let's say for the city, I'm going to keep it as Jaipur. And as you can see that I've entered all of my details. Let's click on this continue and then submit. And once we click on this submit, you're going to see thanks, you are all set, and we have successfully did the test submission. So now Pabbly has also captured the webhook response 2 seconds ago, and the details are exactly the same which we entered during our test submission. You're going to see the interested in the land, which is the type of the property, the budget. You're going to see the first name, last name, email, phone number, and city which we entered during our test submission. Alright, so now let's add these details into our Google Sheets. Alright, so let's close this trigger. And now we have to click on this add new action step button, and now for the action application we have to select it as Google Sheets. So let's search for Google Sheets and select it, and for the event we have to select add new row and click on this connect. So once again it is asking me for the same. So if you haven't connected your Google Sheets, you have to follow me. If you have, you can go to it, select existing connection. We have to click on this add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And now Pabbly is asking me to select the Gmail account with the help of which I want to create this connection. So let's select the Gmail account, and after selecting the Gmail account, Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So over here you have to click on this allow. So you can give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because your data is 100% safe with us, no need to worry. Now let's move on further. We have to select the spreadsheet and the sheet. So as you can see, the name of my spreadsheet is lead details. So I'm going to select the same right over here, and then I'm going to select the sheet in which I want to add the details. Now it is asking me for many details, so one by one we're going to enter all of these details, but we are not going to enter it manually by tapping it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So that's the reason why we do mapping, so that we can run this workflow in real time, and every time we receive a new response, automatically these details get changed. Alright, so as you can see that I've successfully mapped all of my details, and now after mapping these details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request, and yes, we have received the positive response. So let's open our Google Sheets, and we're going to see the details have been added in my Google Sheets. Alright, so now I want to create a new contact in CRM, which is my Zoho CRM. So for CRM, I'm using Zoho as an example. You can use any another CRM too which you use for your business, like Salesforce, HubSpot. Pabbly supports most of them. Alright, so let's go back towards our workflow. After adding the details into our Google Sheets, let's add it into the CRM. What we have to do, we have to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, we have to search for the CRM and select our CRM. So I am going to select Zoho CRM. For the event, I'm going to select create contact and click on this connect. Now in order to create this connection, I'm going to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with Zoho CRM. It is asking for the domain, so I'm going to get this domain in the URL of my Zoho account, and as you can see that this is the domain which is after this https://crm and before /crm. So my domain is zoho.in, so I'm going to enter it. Your domain can be anything from below, and after entering this domain, we have to click on this save, and once we click on this save, once again Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So by now you know what to do when Pabbly asks for permissions. You have to click on accept because your data is safe with Pabbly. Alright, now for the lead source, I'm going to select the lead source, and one by one I'm going to map the details which are required. So like this, you can see the last name and the email is required because they have stars in front of that. This means that these are mandatory details. But if you wish, you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too, which are not mandatory. And if you have them of your leads, you can definitely fill it over here, and automatically those details will also be added in your CRM. Alright, so as you can see, only these 3 details were required, and I'm going to enter the details which are required and move on further and click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too. It totally depends upon you. Now we have received the positive response that we have created a contact. So let's open our Zoho CRM and refresh this contact list. And yes, you're going to see that we have successfully created a new contact with the same details. Alright, so now let's move on further. Let's send a mail towards our lead. Alright, so I'm going to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, we have to select it as Gmail. So let's search for Gmail and select it. For the event, we have to select send email and click on this connect. Once again, you have to go towards add a new connection, sign in with Google, select your Gmail account, and then give Pabbly all the permissions by clicking on this allow. And after this, you're going to see Gmail is connected. Now we have to enter the sender's name. So as you can see, the name of the senders is this Prime Properties. So let's enter this sender's name and move on further. I'm going to select the sender's email address. For the recipient email address, we're going to map the recipient email address and move on further. Now it is asking for CC and BCC. So if you wish, you can definitely add this. Same goes for the reply too. I'm going to only enter the details which are required, like this email subject and content. So for the subject, I want the subject something like this. So let's copy this subject, paste it right over here, and just change the name because this name should be dynamic. So let's look for the name in the response of previous step. First name, then map the last name, put a comma, and yes, your subject is ready. Now for the content over here, as you can see that I have sent advanced email something like this. If you wish to send plain email, you can definitely type your email content right over here and you can send the plain email. For that, you have to select the content type as plain too. But I want to send advanced emails using HTML tags, something like this. So to do this, I'm going to enter the email content which has HTML content. So over here, if you wish to generate the HTML content, you can refer to this complete tutorial on how to create an HTML email, which is attached in the hypertext. Also over here, if you wish to generate the HTML email, you can use some AI agent too, like Gemini, ChatGPT, and something like that. And using that AI, you can generate this HTML content. I have already generated it, so I'm going to paste it over here. And after adding this content, I'm going to map the details like the name and the city in this content so that we can send personalized emails. Alright, so let's map the details over here. First, I'm going to map the first name, city, and then the rest of the details. One by one, I'm going to map all of these details and move on further. Now for the email content, I'm going to select it as HTML. I'm going to select the label as inbox, and now it is asking me for the file details, so I don't wish to send any files. If you wish to send any files with your email, you can definitely attach it over here, and then you have to click on this save and send test request. And once we click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent the mail. So let's open our Gmail and go back towards our inbox. A new mail has been received for new lead. You're going to see the name, you're going to see the city, which is Jaipur, has also been updated over here. Alright, so now let's move on further. Over here, we're going to send an automated WhatsApp message to. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, we're going to search for WhatsApp, and then I'm going to select WhatsApp Cloud API. For the event, we have to select it as send template message new and click on this connect. Now over here, in order to create a connection, go towards add a new connection. It is going to ask for the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID, and how you can get this. For that, you have to go towards this learn more hyperlink given over here, and once you open this, it is going to show you a document. And once you come on this document, you're going to see a video tutorial on how to set up a WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. So we're here going to see step-by-step tutorial on how you can create a WhatsApp Cloud API setup and connect it with Pabbly Connect. You can refer to this video and create a WhatsApp Cloud API setup, and also if you wish to generate a permanent token, we have a video dedicated towards it too in this document. You can refer to that and create your own WhatsApp Cloud API setup. I have already created my setup, so I'm going to open my WhatsApp API setup, and as you can see that this is my setup. In this setup, I have this access token, the phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. So I'm going to copy all of these these three details and one by one I'm going to paste it over here. Alright, so I'm just going to paste the token, then I'm going to paste the phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID to one by one. I'm going to copy it, then paste it, then once again I'm going to copy it and then paste it over here. After pasting this, I'm going to click on this save, and once we click on this save, it is asking me to enter the receiver's phone number. So let's map it. I'm going to look for the receiver's phone number in the response of my previous step and map it. Now it is saying template ID. So over here you must be wondering what is this template ID. So you have to open your API setup. You're going to see the option of create your own template. Click on that template, and once you click on the same template, you're going to see all the templates which you have already created. If you wish to create a new template, go towards this create template button and create your own. I have already created this template which is named new leads, and I'm going to send this template only towards my leads. So you have to select the same template. Now for the language code, I'm going to keep it as EN because it is English for my template. And now we have to select the template name. It is saying template has a header. So as you can see that my template doesn't have any header. Alright, so I'm going to keep it as no. Now it is saying header type, so it doesn't have any header, so I'm going to switch on this mapping button and erase this. Alright, now let's move on further. The next, I'm going to only enter the details which are required, like this template has a body. So yes, my template has a body as you can see. So I'm going to simply keep it as yes. Now it is saying variable 1 and variable 2 lead name and city. So you must be wondering what is this. So as you can see that this is my template, and over here I have this 1 and 2 in curly brackets. So what I want is I want to replace this 1 and 2 with the name and the city of my lead. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply map the details of 1 and 2 right over here so that we can send personalized WhatsApp messages towards our lead. So I'm going to map 1 as name and 2 as city. Now let's move on further. It is asking me for many other details. All of these details are not required. I'm going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. But before we click on this save and send test request, as you can see that I've entered a dummy phone number. So I'm just going to replace this dummy phone number and enter my original phone number so that I can show the message and the response received. Alright, so I changed the phone number because I'm using the test details in order to create this automation. But if you're using the live lead details, you can definitely keep the dummy phone number only. Now let's click on this save and send test request, and once we click on this save and send test request, you're going to see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message. So let's open our WhatsApp, and once we click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message. Alright, so let's open our WhatsApp, and as you can see that we have successfully received the WhatsApp message. Only the lead name and the city has been changed. The rest the message is exactly the same. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this real estate funnel to nurture the leads. Going to see that whenever we're going to receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, automatically the lead details will be added in Google Sheets. Then automatically a new contact will be created in my CRM, which is the lead details are going to be added in my CRM. We are going to send the lead an automated email and also an automated WhatsApp message to nurture them. So yes, all of this is going to happen in backend. Once you create this automation, you just have to sit back and relax. And like I showed you in the starting of this video, that whenever you receive the new lead, all this is going to happen in backend, and you just have to wait and see the magic. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. Also, if you wish, I'll just give the workflow link of my workflow in the description box below. You can check out my workflow, check out the emails, the WhatsApp messages, and create this amazing automation for your own business. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.